Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carla Joy. I'm a thrifted decorator enthusiast and I believe you can live your best life even on a thrifted budget. Hi friends, I wanted to share with you my living room and some of the items that are thrifted here for Christmas. I already showed my tree in a past video. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I tell everybody what's thrifted on my tree from the bottom to the top. So actually starting over here with my TV console and the shelves. A few of the items are thrifted. I have my nativity scene that was thrifted actually several years ago. And this metal lamp that's at the very top was thrifted. And then the words joy were actually thrifted as well. And we just have this greenery shirt across the front that was 80% off at Hobby Lobby last year. And I put some white ornaments on there that I got from Michael's last year after Christmas as well for 75% off. And then here on my coffee table, I actually have this sled and these two deer the deer were thrifted and the sled was purchased from a garage sale. These three snowflakes that were on here are actually glass snowflakes that I got from a garage sale as well. And then this greenery has also been thrifted, and some of it came from the Target dollar spot. Then over here by the left side of my fireplace and mantle, I have this sign that says "Be Filled with Joy" that came from the thrift store. And I really like it because it was originally from Kirkland's. I had the sticker on it still. This lantern came from the 99-cent only store last year. I paid $1.99 for it, and I put it on this little step stool, bar stool thing that I have. And then this church, guys, I actually bought at a storage unit sale. And the lady who sold it to me was an old lady. It was hers for several years, and she was selling all her Christmas stuff, and she said her husband made it. I really like it. It has this really old plug that comes with it, and it actually works. I take really good care of it because it's super old, and it was a homemade church, and it has this little switch on it from like the 80s. And I don't usually keep it plugged in, but see, it works here. It's so pretty. I love the colors in the windows, and I love the fact that it was homemade. And it does open up, and you can change the light bulb. I'm struggling to put it back on. But I just love it. And then on this little barn door that I have hanging up, I put these bells that I got from a garage sale. They are rusted and old, and I love them very much. Then coming into my hallway, I have this cute snowman actually, and he just looks so happy and just cheerful, and I love his little fake branch arms and the fact that he looks like he has a little sweater on. And I got him at a garage sale. He just makes me smile. I like his little buttons too. So I'm most proud of my mantle this year because I actually made this sign. I don't know if any of you have seen like these types of barn signs that you can get at like Hobby Lobby this year. Some of them were originally like crazily priced, like $60. And then even at half off, they were like nearly $30. And they weren't quite this big. So what your girl did was she went to Walmart and I purchased this galvanized sign, which was like $8 and some change. And I ended up just putting the wood together myself, and I'll show you in a minute how I did that. But I got these stockings at Dollar General this year. They were $1 each. They had different letters on them, and I used the lettering that I had last year. And I have the stocking holders that I got from half off at the Angelic Thrift Store that's in my, nearest town. And they're kind of old and they have like some rust on them, and I love them because they just kind of look old. So I really like that. The garland I got half off last year at Walmart. I paid a little over, I think, $6 for it, and it was pre-flocked. These trees I got from the 99-cent only store. I bought them. I had seen something exactly like them at Hobby Lobby. They were a little bigger. I actually keep meaning to put books under here. That's a really great way to add height to something, to make them look a little taller, but they were 99 cents. These galvanized lanterns, I have one on each side, and they do have candles in them, and they do light up. I just don't have them lit up right now. I got from a garage sale. I think they were $2 each. And they aren't actually that tall. I have them, I'm showing you here, I have them on top of candlesticks just to make them a little bit taller. And the same thing on this side. But yeah, so back to the sign. I know I went back to it. I took the wood from my garage, just wood that my husband brought me. He usually brings me things like that because he knows I'm weird and I like to have wood for signs and stuff and projects. But I basically attached the wood to these little birch pieces of wood that I had. And I did it with nails. All I did was nail it to the little birch wood. And I used my favorite paint from Behr, which is just a matte flat paint. And the color shoelace, already had it. And so all I had to do was buy the actual galvanized lettering, which was so cheap at Walmart. If you go online to like at Etsy or Hobby Lobby, people charge a lot of money for galvanized lettering. But at Walmart, it was like a little less than $9. And I used just a clear thumbtack to put the Merry Christmas sign on it, because I didn't know if I, was going to use this wood for something else, if I maybe wanted to use the sign differently later. So yeah, I really am happy with the way it came out. I shared my console behind my couch in a separate video. If you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to go watch it. And coming over to my sofa, I have not very many things thrifted over here, but I do have these slip covers that I purchased on eBay, and I think I paid like $3.97 for each of them. It took a long time to get to me because they came from like Hong Kong, but I really like them because, they have that sweater look. My husband calls them my Mr. Roger pillows, and I'm fine with that. But they have little buttons on the front, and I just love them because they look, warm and cozy. And I already had these pillows, the snowflake pillows. I got them from Joanne. There's Snowflake making her debut. I got them from Joanne last year, and they were 75% off. I can't remember what I paid for them, but it was not original retail price. And I have the other ones on this side. And then this blanket was actually from Goodwill. I bought it just before we moved into our house, and I loved it because of the snowflakes and the fact that it was gray. It is so soft. It still had the original tags on it. And I just washed it, and I keep it for Christmas time. It's really warm and really cozy. And I almost forgot, over here, I have this little sled, or I guess this is a sled, and the other one was a sleigh. Yeah, so this is a sled, and the other little thing I showed you was a sleigh. Okay, so this sled, I actually painted it, but you can still see the little snowmans popping through. So I think I'm going to end up Mod Podging something on it, and I also need to run some string through the little legs. So this is my dining room area. I didn't do a whole bunch over here. I kind of kept it simple in this area. I'm sorry, my husband had left his project out on the table. And real life, guys, real life. But basically, these Well, this wreath, I have 7 of them that I thrifted like 2 years ago, and I paid 25 cents for each of them. And they were from Michael's. They were the Ashland's brand, and the lady just didn't need them. I paid 25 cents for 7 wreaths just like that, and I flocked them myself. And I usually put them on these 2 windows, the 2 windows in my dining area, which are those. And then in my kitchen, I have 3 windows, and I put them last year on those windows, but I didn't do that this year because I have 3 trees very close to each other, and I didn't want to overdo it. So here on my table, I have this metal tree, which I actually got from a garage sale, and I did share that in a separate video. And then I put these little mini ornaments on there. And then this tree I actually also got from OfferUp. I paid $10 for it. It came with the base that it's in. It was pre-lit, very gently used, very little fluffing. All I really did was just turn it on, fluffed it a little bit, and I stuck a few ornaments on it. These 2 glass snowmen my husband bought for me a few years ago, and I really love them. So I put them on my tree. I'm waving at y'all. And then I also have these Merry Christmas ornaments. They're just like a felt plastic on the bottom, felt overlay. And I just stuck them in the tree. And they just say Merry Christmas over and over again. And it did already have pine cones on it. And it was very, very lightly flocked or frosted. And it had some glitter on it as well. And I just think it's classy and really easy. And I like it a lot. And it's just really pretty for the space. And then finally over here on my little area where I have my picture collection, I have these 2 apothecary Christmas tree jars, as well as these 2 large apothecary jars that I put buffalo snow in. They were all 4 of them were thrifted, the 2 large ones and the 2 snowmen one. And then the signs came from Hobby Lobby last year at 80% off, as well as the buffalo snow. And then this piece, actually, I got it from a garage sale for 50 cents, and I use it to hold my candles. And then next to my pictures, I have the snowman cookie jar. I haven't put anything in him yet. He was from Goodwill, and I really love him. And that's really it, guys. That's my whole house so far. I will show my kitchen soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, let me know if you've thrifted anything this year or in the past for Christmas. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye, friends.